Would you stay at a Disney resort for only 24 hours? Hey friends, welcome to the channel. If you're new here, hi, I am Chelsea, and all of our content here at BariTale Coaching is about life after weight loss surgery, including post-op tips, mindset tips, as well as navigating Disney parks, because clearly you can tell it is a love and passion of mine, especially once you're post-op. I'm apologizing about this weird little sunspot. It's just based on the time of day that I'm filming. Today's video is a bit of a hodgepodge. We spent 24 hours at Disney's Wilderness Lodge the night before / into Easter, as well as going to Magic Kingdom during that day. So I thought I would share with you everything we did, which we jam-packed this 24 hours, as well as a Disney haul. Now the haul takes place over the course of the entire Disney trip, and if you haven't yet seen what I eat in a day at Epcot, post-weight loss surgery, 6 years out at the Flower and Garden Festival, I will link that video here. So if you too are planning a Disney vacation after bariatric surgery, or you're thinking ahead to what that might look like, this video is for you. And if you're looking for even more Disney content, bariatric surgery, a happy, cozy, magical corner of the internet, I hope you will consider subscribing. Here we are a positive community that's all about offering each other tips and tricks for life post-op and making sure that your life after weight loss surgery is as successful as possible. We are just gonna dive right into a room tour. Wilderness Lodge is honestly one of Disney's most immersive and beautiful resorts. And then we'll wrap this up with a Disney World haul for 2025. It's way bigger than I thought it was going to be, and spoiler, it requires 2 parts in this video. 1 part while I'm still in Disney and 1 part once I'm home. Cue the magic! Okay, first up, the room. This is the second time that I have had the pleasure of staying at Disney's Wilderness Lodge. The first time was after Mark and I were married 15 years ago this summer. We took my parents as a thank you for paying for the wedding. We were DVC members at the time, and I know because we were young and had just purchased our first home that we were feeling very bougie by staying at a deluxe Disney resort. Whether you are into rustic luxury, that's how I would describe this, or you are looking for a peaceful boat away from Magic Kingdom, this is the place for you. And subscribe. Stick around for my ongoing series about what it's like to be a Disney hotel snob, where I review different resort rooms. I will never get tired of starting a vlog here with you in a Disney room. Now I always do these like fresh. We are off the plane, we have rented the car, we have arrived. We're at Wilderness Lodge for 1 night on this Disney trip. So we are here for less than 24 hours. So we are gonna make the absolute most of this. Now we've stayed here at Wilderness Lodge in the past, several times actually. And even though the whole camping aesthetic vibe is not my thing, this is one of my absolute favorite Disney resorts. The theming, down to the music, the smells, the attire of the cast members, like everything here feels immersive, and I love that. So we are in an ADA accessible 1-bedroom for the evening, and I want to show you around. We are back to the door under the yellow lights of Disney resort rooms. I have stayed in 1 other accessible room at the Grand Floridian over Christmas time, and filming that video, I go back and cringe because I didn't know it was an accessible room, and I was talking about how low the beds were and why there was so much room to get around, why these rooms were so much bigger. because it's an accessible room. So now I know, and I was able to identify that immediately here. But let me show you what the vista looks like when you first walk in. So we are in room 1167 for the evening. So when you come into the Wilderness Lodge lobby, that's technically the second floor, and you have to kind of like maneuver your way and then take an elevator down. But this is what it looks like. This is a full kitchen. There's so much storage here. Also, I found it interesting that this cart was on wheels to be able to come out if necessary. That's Callie's water bottle. There's a refrigerator here with the freezer on the bottom as well. Storage in the dining area. I haven't turned these lights on yet. Let's, okay, so this lighting up here, this lighting is on a dimmer track, which could be great if you have a kiddo who's sleeping out here and is a bit afraid of the dark. You could have that on as well. This I love because you can open it. There's going to be storage in here because this bed does in fact pull out. So lots of storage in there. I'll probably end up using that for tomorrow. This is Callie's bed for the evening. And then of course, the Hey Disney. So that's fun. Welcome home, Greg family. Thank you. It's been so long since we've been here. Now this is the view outdoors. This is Geyser Point Bar and Grill. We are so close to the pool. Mark said he was going to grab us dinner, and we also have access to, let's see if I can get out. These doors always like trick me. Oh, that's easy. Oh, look at these two little chairs out here. Let's see, what does it look like? Over here, I'm trying not to like, oh, the pool's literally like right here. And there's lots of activity because this is a little bar. Geyser Point Bar right here. We've eaten here before. It's really good. Hello, sir. If all glass was like Disney glass, we would have a soundproof world. It is busy out there and you can't hear a darn thing. I love that. Oh. Found you. Found you, little buddy. Oh, I like the little hidden Mickey. I like that even when you open these cabinets, they easily could have not put something in the back, and they did. But this is nice. In case you were planning on cooking, we are not and never would inside a Disney resort. I think this just might be the plugs one. Just the plugs up here. Ooh, sorry about that. Loud, loud, loud. All the plates and bowls. I feel like they could have had another shelf here, but maybe that's not the point if it's ADA accessible. So we are DVC members. This is not our home resort. Glassware, plasticware, that's nice. And there's a microwave and dishwasher as well. We have a little safe security area. Comes with an iron and a tiny ironing board. You could easily put all your luggage in here. This is your closing door. See like the accessible handle here? This is another button that would open this door here. Okay, we are only here for one night, but I will be doing a load of laundry while we're here. These have been upgraded. These are much nicer than the ones I remember at Bay Lake Tower. Oh. Doors closing on its own, that's nice. Washer, dryer, yes. The things that I get excited for about hotel stays. And the restroom, well, it's more than that. Hey, here on the left side, we have the potty, a little get ready area, sink space, and then a combo shower tub. And you know, Disney's still locking up their goods. But here's the gem. And when I want to turn the lights off and show you what this beautiful pattern looks like here, because this is just another like you're getting ready. But this, I don't know if you can tell, this is the light from outside because the primary bedroom is right through here coming through. Like, how beautiful is this? I feel like I'm staring into the core of a magical geode. Callie said, I'm definitely taking a bath. And I was like, yeah, sister, me too. And then this is the primary. So Mark and I get to sleep. See how the bed is super low? In this beautiful, cozy bed tonight. A little Mickey towel for us when we came in. A ton of storage space. More Craig family welcoming. And then Mark and I also have a balcony. But there's this small, excuse me, cute little lemon bag. This was a gift for my birthday. Very happy she's making her Disney debut. But this little wardrobe, do you see how it's lower? So this clearly used to be 2 rooms, right? Because this is the divider between the other side of the balcony. But this is like the side that Mark and I have. So when Callie goes to bed, we could easily hang out here and listen to the sounds of Disney and the water pageant. So there you have it. Our brief room tour of our one-night stay here at Wilderness Lodge. We are having Easter brunch tomorrow morning at Whispering Canyon. So that'll be really fun and exciting. We've never had Easter here before. And then we're headed to Magic Kingdom, where I'm sure the rest of the world will also be. But we've packed our patience. We're just happy to be here. So if you have any room questions, please let me know in the comments below and stay tuned. Okay, so now I need to know, what's your favorite Disney resort to stay in? I recently did a poll on my Instagram and there was not a clear winner, so I would love to know in the comments below. So here's where things get messy with the camera work. Real professional over here. I did not film a single clip of Easter morning, and that's because we were enjoying opening Callie's Easter basket with her. You will see what that looks like later in this video. And we went off to Magic Kingdom after we had breakfast at Whispering Canyon. And if you've ever eaten at Whispering Canyon, you know that the name is ironic. If Whispering Canyon is new to you, it is a Western themed dining experience inside the Wilderness Lodge Resort. Now there are multiple restaurants and bars, but this is kind of the one that Wilderness Lodge is known for because you do not whisper anything. The servers are loud and obnoxious on purpose. Our server's name was Elvis. And this is in fact the second time that we've had him, because while we've only stayed at Wilderness Lodge twice, we have eaten there multiple times because the food is good. It's all barbecue themed. You can get these really big skillets if that's what you're into. That's obviously post-op not what I'm into, but Mark was very excited to have ribs for breakfast, and it's semi all you can eat. So then you can order portions of the skillet. You don't have to reorder the whole skillet. You can just order pieces like ribs or chicken or beans or cornbread, and they will bring you as much of that as you want. And when they bring you your drinks, they throw the straws in the air, they throw napkins at you, and when you ask for ketchup, you can't just say, ooh, could I get ketchup with this? You tell your server you need ketchup, and then they make you and everyone at your table scream, I need ketchup! And everyone else in the restaurant brings you over every single bottle of ketchup that exists. And when someone else needs ketchup, you then have to reciprocate and bring all of your ketchup to them. So I did in fact need ketchup for some of my hash browns, and then we had to deliver it back to another table. So being a party of 3, Callie was a little bit embarrassed, but I think also enjoyed the yelling in a public space. It's fun. So after a breakfast where I had a protein-based omelet with ham and bacon in it, and no, I didn't eat the whole thing, of course, and because we were only staying at Wilderness Lodge for the night, I didn't have a space to bring it. So yes, it went to waste. And I know, I hear you clutching your pearls, my bariatric friends, because you know I love a leftover. But it didn't quite make it back to any resort. We headed into the Magic Kingdom with essentially the rest of America on Easter morning. I firmly believe that eating on plan, like semi on plan at Walt Disney World is absolutely doable because there are protein-filled bites and snacks within every single one of Disney's parks. Now, lunch on this day was a corn dog. I never eat corn dogs during the span of my everyday regular life. I don't make them. There's nowhere around Cape Cod to really get a good corn dog. So when I go to Disney, I fully take advantage of that. I probably ate half of it with some mustard and ketchup. We sat in the shade near the castle. It was a delightful lunch. Also, one of my favorite snacks is the cheeseburger egg roll cart. I believe it's out in front of Adventureland, and it's sometimes open, sometimes not. You get 2 egg rolls with your order, and then Mark and I can split that, and that's a perfect lunch or snack. I didn't do both on this day, but that's an option for you. If you're navigating Disney World after weight loss surgery, it's important for you to review menus and prep as much as you can, as well as to stay hydrated. Now, I did an entire how I pack and prep for Walt Disney World, but really for most trips after surgery in order to make sure that you know how to be prepared. But because Florida was so hot, it was already in the 90s in April, staying hydrated was really important. And I will tell you that out of 10, I probably did a 6 to 7 at best at this and had to recoup it when I came home. Yeah, even after the prep video, I did bring a water bottle. It's just still one of those things that's hard for me to do. I get so excited and want to put other things in my body besides water. Because let's face it, water is boring, but it's essential and you need it. Do better than me. We did purchase lightning lanes in advance for the first time for this particular part of the trip because we knew it was going to be busy, and I was pleasantly surprised with everything that we were able to accomplish. So during our Wilderness Lodge day, we arrived and checked in. I did a little bit of unpacking. Callie swam in the pool. We had takeout dinner from Geyser Point, breakfast at Whispering Canyon, and then took the boat over to Magic Kingdom. So we really took advantage of everything Wilderness Lodge has to offer in such a short period of time. For the part we've all been waiting for, the Disney World haul, or at least the first Disney World haul of 2025. I picked up a few things I am really excited to show you. Some of them are park/DVC exclusive. Some of them are not for me. They are gifts. And I was surprised by what I ended up getting for myself, because as I was shopping day to day, I thought none of this is for me, poo poo. And then as I was doing this haul, I was like, oh, a lot of this is for you, Chels. And as I always say, it's not about what you pack, it's about what you bring home. So if you're curious about what made it into my suitcase and maybe thinking about souvenirs that you want to pick up on your next trip, stay tuned for this next two-parter. Despite this challenging lighting situation, it's that time. It's that time. I am actively trying to block out the mess of what you see behind me, and you can't tell that my makeup looks cute, but it does, I swear. And I felt like I needed to film something in this dress with these ears because they're so large and you watch me pack them. This is the red mauve dress that I rented. It is actually the last rental outfit I have to return to Nuuly. I could have sized down. This is a medium, and I could have sized down to a small. I didn't, but I will say that these sleeves, like, they are giving. Today was our third day in Disney parks. So even though we are not yet done with Disney parks, and tomorrow is likely going to be a shopping heavy day, I thought I would at least show you what I've grabbed so far. I have not yet eaten any of my macarons from Epcot, but I will. Maybe we will test taste them together. My first purchase of this trip, honestly, I've been surprised at how I am not responding to the merch that is currently available. So I feel like everything is very 90s driven right now. Colors, images, Goofy movie. And while that's cute, it's just not necessarily like, it's not for me. But I saw this. We took a walk yesterday. I think I am going to film, if it's not in this video, a video on how to keep your heat sensitive children cool during hotter Disney months, because it's been at least 90 every day that we've been here, and my daughter is very sensitive to heat. Like, she loves the summer, but because where we live is pretty temperate, anytime the heat is above like 80, she melts down, literally like a Wicked Witch or Olaf. So if you want that video, will you let me know? Because one of the strategies we used is that we left Epcot and we walked, you might think this is not a good strategy, but we walked the Yacht and Beach Club, but we did it internally. So like we went through the buildings, and while we were in the Yacht Club, I found this sweater. And I know that this sweater is specific to the lighthouse here in Disney at the Yacht Club, but for someone who lives on Cape Cod, like, wouldn't this just be a sweater, like a coastal grandma sweater? I love it. It also says Disney's Yacht Club Resort on the back. I do not love this part, but I think my hair will cover it. But I just felt like with jeans, any of my cream pants, even potentially a skirt, this could be so cute. And it's all of the things I love, right? It's like Disney plus nautical. I have this in a medium. I haven't tried it on yet. It was $60, and then we got 20% off for being annual pass / DVC members. So I am gonna try this on, but it's gonna come home with me regardless. I need to try it on actually after I finish filming, because we are going to the cake bake shop tonight. And if I need to exchange the size for bigger or smaller, honestly, the body dysmorphia, does it ever get easier? I don't know. But I am going to exchange it today. So I need to try this on, but I'm really excited about that. Also, I felt like $60 for a nautical sweater isn't like the most ridiculous price on earth. Oh, I have to save the receipt, right? This is this one. Yeah, I saved $12 and it ended up being $51.11, including tax. And then because we were in Epcot yesterday, I bought this. I was in France. I had my Veuve, and I thought this would look really cute on the little station that I set up next to my stove, my little like chopping board cluster station. So this is infused olive oil with black truffle, and if you know me, you know black truffle and I, we are besties. So I feel like this would be so good with like a burrata cheese, some regular olive oil, maybe a little balsamic, some crackers. Ooh, those little like crispy chips that are made out of Parmesan, I think, from Whole Foods. So good. But yes, whilst I was in Magic Kingdom, I only purchased a few things here. One I am not going to show you because it is a gift for my sweet friend Beth, and I know she's watching this video, so I can't show that to you, but it is for her. I bought this for Callie. This is silly. It is a Winnie the Pooh snap bracelet, and it's fuzzy. She is in a real phase right now. This is the lounge fly that the Easter Bunny brought for her Easter basket. It's the bag she's been using in the park every day. I don't think there's anything Winnie the Pooh particularly inside here. She's got a water bottle. This little guy came from my friend Sarah, who I actually got to see physically in the flesh here in Disney in the park. And she sent Callie this little red crossbody, so cute, and then this little Winnie to go on it for a Winnie bound. But Callie's been using the Winnie on her bag. And Callie bought this. Now, if you know how I felt about her Stitch hat, then you know how I feel about this. He has a tail. So we're in a real phase of Winnie. So when I saw this, I knew I had to grab it for her. I'm not entirely sure when I'm going to give that to her, but the other things I have here for Cal will make more sense if you know that this is the phase of life that she is currently in. I also bought her this Winnie the Pooh hair clip, which I think is actually super cute. She has a ton of hair. This will only hold, if I don't break her first, this will only hold like half her hair at a time, but that's okay. Disney and the Little Words Project are here together. And this says, if you can see it, oh bother, because it's Winnie the Pooh, and it's got the little like honey pot here and the little Winnie the Pooh face here. She's gonna love this. This was $30, Little Words Project. This was $14.99, and the bracelet was $11.99. That's all before a Disney Vacation Club or annual pass discount, but just so you can kind of price things out. This olive oil was $30, so yes, yes. And, okay, I don't know when I'm giving this to her, but we are coming back to Disney in September, and now that she has this Winnie the Pooh lounge fly, I thought she might want this to like hold all of her, it's like essentially a card holder, but all she has are gift cards. So like I thought this would be so cute. You have Tigger on the front and then little Winnie on the back. And because it's Loungefly, it's $40 for this little guy. But again, pre-DVC discount. So like I am finding a lot of things. I'm just not finding a lot of things for me. And that's okay. These are for my nieces. So we'll bring each girly a little treat home. But these are little like zipper pulls, and we'll probably cut these up. But I like the snacks. I thought they were cute. I don't know how much these were because it just says Violet. This isn't really a purchase, but we went to the DVC, the new DVC lounge in Frontierland, and they gave us a pin for being a part of McKim's Mile House, a member lounge. I feel like that's really cool. I like that. We've been to the other DVC lounges, both in Epcot and in Disneyland, and I don't think I've ever received a pin before, so I thought that was fun. Callie's ears of the trip. So every time we come on a Disney trip, she picks out a new set of ears, and then they go in a space in our house, like on the stairwell up to her bedroom, to be displayed. And she picked these out. And I feel particularly honored because today was our first alone time ever in a Disney park. So traditionally she does alone time with Mark in the parks. Like they will either go on a ride, come back to the hotel and swim. They're currently swimming in the hotel pool right now. And while I will go off and film, I'll drink around the world, I'll shop, like do things that are for me. But today, Mark was at a conference. So Callie and I went to Hollywood Studios alone, and I navigated lightning lanes and mobile orders and lunch, and we were able to ride Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway because I received a lightning lane for it. And she picked out these ears. She said they reminded her of spring, but also our day together. So cute. And I picked this out for my niece. So it's the same exact little Winnie the Pooh that Callie has on her bag, but it's a magnetic little Stitch, and my niece Zoe is very into Stitch right now. And something I found in Hollywood Studios today that I didn't know they still had were the adhesive Stony Clover patches. They had 3 different options, but I love this. Where am I putting these? I don't know. Here for the snacks? I love this. Here for the snacks. It kind of goes with my snack themed bracelet that I have on right now. These are, you can make them permanent by sewing them, but I just haven't seen the Disney Stony Clover patches like in stores. I saw them online for a while, and I was obviously on the Stony drop when they came out, but I didn't buy as much as I thought I was going to because these little babies were $18 and $22, so I was like waiting to have the discount. So now I do. And if you have any recommendations of what I should do with these, please let me know in the comments. And I bought these earrings from Bauble Bar. I saw them 2 or 3 times. Okay, so I lied. I do have things for me. These were $40. Bauble Bar is expensive, but I like these because they're acrylic, so they're not heavy. And I'm not gonna suggest that these are like subtle, but they're like clear, right? The earrings I have on right now are actually subtle. They're gold and they have little like hidden Mickeys on them, but you could wear these in your everyday life. These, I think, are a little more specialized, but I loved the colors on them, like the rainbow with the clear acrylic. So cute. And so far, my friends, that's the haul. I fear there may be a part 2 coming, and that would be okay. But that's what we have thus far. And just like that, I'm home. But the good news is the weather on Cape Cod has come with us. It is not 90 degrees as it was in Orlando, but it's like 65, which is the very beginning of our summer season. So my lemon tree is outside, the doors are open. I will probably put a sweater on, but as promised, I wanted to bring you the second half of this haul. I did also do some fairly serious Sephora shopping because I had Disney gift cards and Sephora gift cards. But if you want that, let me know. I was not gonna include that in this video. I hadn't planned to because I have this cute little bag. Also, this cute little bag. We'll talk all about the Cake Bake Shop, and I'm also going to do an entirely separate Reel/TikTok, so make sure you're following along on social media. And if you see my watch tan, no you don't. It's charging, and I wore it for a week, and it has since, apparently, that is the color of my skin as I started in Disney World. But I wanted to show you what we picked up after I last talked to you. This is essentially from Disney Springs. So as I mentioned in part 1, we were spending the next day, Callie and I, at a bonus park. We went back to Epcot. We left Epcot around 2-ish and then went over to Disney Springs. We had a reservation at Summer House on the Lake at 5:15, so we had many hours to shop and peruse, and that's exactly what we did. And the evening that I recorded that first clip, we went to the Cake Bake Shop, which might be my new favorite place on Disney property. And at the Cake Bake Shop, I had maybe the best salad of my whole life, and their rosé bubbles. It's like the Cake Bake Shop's actual rosé. So good, so good. I wish I could fill up my wine keg with that wine, but I can't even imagine how much that would cost. I discovered at the bottom of my rosé glass there was glitter in it. And then when I ordered the chocolate chip cookie for dessert, and I brought half of it home, it's currently like in my kitchen because it was that good, I discovered there was glitter on top. So I was like, what is this magical said glitter? I bought it. This is edible pixie glitter. Now they had this in different colors. It's essentially just mica. Can you eat mica? I don't think I knew that. And this is in gold. There was silver, white, pink. Let's play a fun guessing game. pause this video and tell me, well, tell me first, I guess, listen, and then pause. How much do you think this little tube, which is 10 grams, 0.35 ounces, what should this glitter cost? Pause the video. Let me know what you think. I'll tell you what it actually cost. $36.99 before tax. $36.99. But I had a glass of rosé and said, I need this. I also bought a pen. I don't know where I put that pen, but I know I'm not fully unpacked. So I'm hoping in my unpacking I can find that. $36.99. So this glitter will be reserved for my extra special guests and all of my glasses of wine throughout the summer. Look at this tissue paper. Now, I am not suggesting it's not worth $36.99 because like maybe this glitter will be life-changing. If I designed, I feel like the Cake Bake Shop is of my own imagination, and I identified with everything there, including but not limited to her. I really wanted to buy myself. My inner child said, you need a plushie from here. They were $60. They were the same price as Jellycats. Now, I did buy her. She's a Rosette. That's her name. She has a little Cake Bake Shop ribbon, but I bought her because my daughter has a ballet recital. Sorry, I'm wiggling you around so much. Can you see her? My daughter has a ballet recital coming up, and I thought that as a gift, this would be adorable. Now, I'm not gonna let her hang this on her school backpack because this also $36.99 keychain will get filthy. But she could go on her ballet bag, she could go in her bedroom with her jellies and kind of just sit. But she's so cute. So this was my $80 haul from the Cake Bake Shop. I know I showed you what I picked up for my niece Zoe, but I picked these up for my other niece, Remy. There are 5 little girlies in my life, including Callie, between myself, my sister, and my brother, all girls. So these are for my niece, Remy. She's very into kitties, and Marie is new to her, and I think she would look so cute with these. Like, she has really thick brown hair and like little pigtails. How cute. While we're doing niece presents for my littlest niece, Rowan, who just went to Magic Kingdom for the first time this week, and she dressed up as Ariel. I didn't know which princess Rowan was going to be into, but I found this like chunky, honestly I like this chunky colored bracelet that looks stretchy. It says Disney on it. I feel like this will fit all wrist sizes. But yeah, it's like super simple. This was one of the, like the $10 ones, nothing crazy expensive. I don't know how much she'll enjoy this, but Rowan's like a play kid. Like, she wants to, like my other niece Charlie, they like to play with things, including dress up. So kind of like opposite stuff of Callie. I don't really know what kind of things that is, so like I just felt like this was appropriate for her. And lastly, for my fancy niece, Charlotte, sorry, she's going by Charlotte these days. She's in kindergarten, and she often tells me that we're style twins. And I have these earrings, if you watched my haul, in pink, and they still had them, but they had them in this pretend diamond. And our birthdays are in April, so diamond is our birthstone, so I thought she would like these because I have the same ones, style twin, and because they're fancy. And for my child, there's like a ball in here. Like, is this a cat toy? This was $17.99. Like, come on, Disney, what are we doing? It's a coin purse, and it has like a Baymax pattern inside. But she's so into Baymax. I feel like this will be a like birthday, Christmas, but I saw it. Rarely do you see Baymax things, so I snagged it. Oh, this came from Happily Ever After in Disney Springs. And the other jewelry bits came from World of Disney. Oh, I bought things for myself. Okay, so I also bought Callie I gave her the Winnie the Pooh bracelet on the morning that we went to Crystal Palace and Magic Kingdom. And then I bought this for myself. So you tell me, like, I'm sorry if we're not doing a great job focusing. I love the Little Words Project. Callie and I had the opportunity to go to the Little Words Project in Boston, not this past summer, but the summer before, and make bracelets. And since then, I've kind of seen them pop up all over the place. I know they had a pop-up in Disney. I love their bracelets. They remind me of my childhood. I love that they kind of have like affirmations on them. Like, you know, I wear my word of the year is present, like to be in the moment. This says dream, and it has these great summer colors on it. And sometimes I come home from Disney and the post-Disney blues are very real, right? If you know, please share in the comments. And I don't forget, but I like lose touch with the magic that I experience while I'm there. So I try every trip to bring home like a literal touch point to remind me that I can experience the joy, the magic, the childlike wonder in my everyday life if I put a little intention behind it outside of Walt Disney World. So this is kind of my touch point of the trip, is to come home and remind myself that it's okay to daydream. It's not a waste of time to think about your life in ways that aren't strictly productive. So this is my reminder of that. I also bought these. These are little Mickey earrings, but they like, so my daughter is upstairs playing, sorry if you can hear her, but they clasp like back to front. I just saw my first bumblebee. So these clasp like, I hope you can see that. So they'll sit in my ear. These are obnoxiously big flower earrings, but like this way. I love that because I feel like, again, sorry, this is a subtle way of getting a little bit of Mickey in my day. Like I shared when I was putting my outfits together that throughout the course of my day-to-day life, I am much preppier, coastal grandmother-esque, and I don't tend to wear a lot of like Disney day-to-day. However, if I can sneak it in, I will, because I feel like that brings me that level of magic, right, that we were just talking about, into my regular outfits. And it's like I can touch my earrings and be like, okay, getting back on track. Like it just serves as a reminder. This is not for us. This is a Figment magic band for my daughter's teacher's last day of school present. So my daughter's teacher loves Figment, so we brought her home the little Figment head. I don't know if Callie's teacher is a headband kind of gal. She might be, but because these little heads go on the bands but also like on bags, I thought this would be a nice gift for her, just like as a, hey, we went to Disney and thought of you to go back to school, but then I'm gonna save this for the last day because I know she's going on a trip right after school gets out. We went into the Savannah Bee Company store right before we went into the ganachery and had some chocolate, and we sampled probably every single honey that they have. I will show you the honey that we bought, but we brought home for my cousin Ashley, who travels with us a lot, and my daughter missed her quite a bit, the rosemary lavender hand cream that they have. Callie picked this out because she says lavender calms Auntie Ashley and helps her sleep. And then we picked out 2 different honeys based on what we liked. So Callie really liked the lavender honey, and I'm very excited. Oh, it's very aesthetic, matches my outfit, but I'm excited that she liked this because she will just eat like honey out of a bowl if I let her. I liked the Because Project honey. These were, I think one was 7, one was 8. We have a lot of honey in our house. We go through it quite a bit, but I think these will also look pretty with the new oil that I bought on my little chopping block to go in recipes. 2 more things and then I'm done, okay? We went into the L'Occitane store and oh my gosh, it took so much willpower to not buy more shower gel because that's what I have in my, sorry, the bathroom is like right back here. This is the bathroom. In my shower right now is the shower oil. They have a body oil, but I have a body oil. I showed it to you, I think. It's from Salt Air and it's like the glowy one. So I'm not Project Pan, I'm not buying this body oil for the almond one until that one's gone, but I did buy a bath cube. I have not seen these before. This is an almond oil bath cube. I am scared I'm gonna fall in love with these and then need to purchase like a big block of them, but for now we're starting with one. And then in Kate Spade, I got this little charm. Isn't it cute? It's just like a book. It has fake pages in it. It has this little flower. What I love little like trinkets like this. I think this would be so cute on a bag. I wish I bought the sneakers that I saw there. They had white mesh sneakers with like a pink K on them. And I was like, nope, you just bought yourself new sneakers for this trip. You don't need these. But I have this outfit in mind for our next trip in September. And you can get a Disney discount there because it's on Disney property and I can't get that anywhere else. So I wish I bought it. I didn't. It's fine. So my loves, that's the haul. Thank you for watching. This was not a planned video. I knew I was going to show you the things that I bought, but I thought it would be more short form because honestly, when we first arrived, I was like, I'm not sure I'm gonna have a haul. There's not anything here that I love that I'm interested in purchasing. Oh, my $37 glitter. We always find things, don't we, my friends? Thank you for watching me. I hope this was fun. If you have a favorite thing, let me know in the comments. I know this video was a little bit here, there, everywhere, but I wanted to show you the footage. I love watching Disney vlogs before I go to sleep at night. It helps me envision next trips. It gets me excited about the countdown. By the way, let's take a peek-see at the next countdown, shall we? Yes, I have an app for this. 147 days to go until the next Disney trip, which is for my husband's 40th birthday. But we talked a lot about that because I firmly believe the only cure for the post-Disney blues is booking that next trip. I hope that you found this helpful in some way, whether it's seeing inside Wilderness Lodge for the first time, or hearing about Whispering Canyon, or discussing all the things that you can fit into 24 hours if you want to, or even seeing what was purchased. If you liked this, will you give this video a thumbs up? Will you subscribe, please? It's free. And there will be more Disney content coming within those 147 days. And I would love to know what your favorite Disney hotels are. What type of Disney content are you looking for? I used a new app this time called Standby Skipper if you'd like a review of that. And also if you want the video on how to keep your family cool during these super hot months, I can do that too. Thank you for spending 24 hours at Disney's Wilderness Lodge with me. Until next time, may your snacks be protein packed and your wand be full of glitter. I love ya. See you next week, friends. Bye.